In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 college basketball games happening on March 16, 2023, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games. So 2 picks for each game, 6 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 college basketball games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive betting picks to take your sports betting journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer our best bet single picks, best bet parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. West Virginia versus Maryland. It's the opening game of the first full day of March Madness, when a member of the Big 12 takes on a program from the Big 10 on the hardwood in a South Region matchup in the Yellowhammer State. The 9th-seeded West Virginia Mountaineers battle the 8th-seeded Maryland Terrapins, with the winner advancing to the second round while the loser goes home Thursday afternoon. West Virginia lost 78-61 to number 3 Kansas in the quarterfinals of the Big 12 tournament last Thursday, failing to cover as a 3-point underdog. Maryland was dumped 70-60 by number 19 Indiana in the quarterfinals of the Big 10 tournament Friday, failing to cover as a 2.5-point underdog in that contest. In the all-time series between the teams, the Mountaineers own a 17-13 advantage and have won the last 3 meetings. That includes a 69-59 win in the most recent matchup, which came in Columbus, Ohio in the 3rd round of the NCAA tournament on March 22, 2015. This game will be the very first game of the 2023 tournament and should be a very entertaining one. West Virginia has a worse record and is the lower seed, but it comes into this game as the 2-point favorite. Maryland has had a great season under first-year head coach Kevin Willard, but will enter the tournament losing 3 out of their last 4 games. West Virginia to cover this short spread is my best play of the game because they played better basketball down the stretch. They have won 4 out of their last 6 games, with wins over Iowa State and Kansas State showing how good they can be. Their offense should be the difference maker in this matchup, as they are ranked number 15 in adjusted offensive efficiency according to Ken Palm. In addition, experienced coaches usually win games in March, and West Virginia has one of the most experienced coaches in the field. Head coach Bob Huggins enters the tournament for the 26th time and has 2 Final Fours under his belt. That experience goes a long way in March. These 2 teams are evenly matched, but West Virginia should have enough to get it done in Birmingham. So the West Virginia Mountaineers to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. West Virginia comes in having seen the over hit in 21 of their 33 games this season. The Mountaineers are 15th in offensive efficiency, 53rd in defensive efficiency, and 32nd in offensive rebounding percentage this season. West Virginia is 51st in the nation defensively when it comes to turnover percentage, as they force opposing teams to cough the ball up on 20.9% of their possessions. The Mountaineers are 105th in tempo, as they average 68.8 possessions a night this season. Maryland has seen the underpost at 21-11-1 mark in their 33 games with a posted total this season. The Terrapins are 61st in effective field goal percentage defense, 83rd in 2-point defense, and 80th in 3-point defense on the season. Maryland is a slow-paced team, as they are 315th in the nation in tempo with an average of 64.6 possessions per game. This one is more of a rock fight, and it may not take more than 70 points to earn the win. Lean toward the under in this contest. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. Furman versus Virginia. The first round of the NCAA tournament kicks off Thursday afternoon when the South Region's 13-seed Furman Paladins take on the 4-seed Virginia Cavaliers. Furman got an automatic bid to the tournament after winning the Southern Conference tournament, defeating Chattanooga 88-79 in the finals and covering the 3.5-point spread. Virginia lost in the Atlantic Coast Conference Championship to Duke, going down 59-49 as 3.5-point dogs. These teams did not meet in the regular season. Tip-off is scheduled from the Amway Center in Orlando, Florida. The winner advances to play the winner of the 5-12 game between San Diego State and Charleston. One of the first games of the tournament features the Virginia Cavaliers and the Furman Paladins in a 4-13 matchup. 4 seeds are typically safe, but we are creeping into the territory where upsets can happen. Can that Paladins pull one off here? This game is a contrast in styles. Virginia, as everyone knows, is all about the defense. Their slow pace of play in the famed pack line defense hold opponents to one shot, and usually a bad one. As far as Cavalier teams go, though, this is not one of the best ones. The defense ranks only 25th. As for Furman, they are a great offense with very little defense. The Paladins represent the new wave of college basketball: fire threes, play token defense, and start shooting again. Can that win against Virginia? The Paladins play poor defense, so the Cavs are going to score. I think Furman can keep pace, though, because the recipe against Virginia is shooting well from outside. The Paladins will let it fly, and on the big stage, we should not expect them to be shy about it. Furman has enough to give the Hoos a scare, so the Furman Paladins to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. Furman has a high-powered offense, but I expect it to take them some time adjusting early as they face a Virginia team that is 360th in adjusted tempo and has held its last 5 opponents below 61 points. The Cavaliers are not an explosive offensive team and will look to set the pace in this one. The under is also 8-2 in the last 10 Virginia games at a neutral site, and I see another under coming here, but barely, with a final score prediction of 66-65. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. Utah State versus Missouri. The first of 4 games from Sacramento's Golden One Center features the 7-10th matchup in the South, with number 10 Utah State taking on number 7 Missouri. The Aggies fell in the Mountain West Championship to number 20 San Diego State, 62-57, losing against the spread as -3 favorites. The number 23 Tigers also dropped their conference championship game, losing to number 4 Alabama, 72-61, and losing against the spread as +9 underdogs in the Southeastern Conference Final. This will be just the 3rd meeting ever between these schools and the first since 1968. We should see a great battle between a couple of offensive-minded teams. The Aggies, who have players with points per game in double figures, look like a more balanced team than the Tigers, whose defense has struggled for most of the season and finished 13th in three-point percentage in the conference play. Missouri ranks 362nd in the nation in defensive rebound percentage, though their defensive turnover percentage is the 5th highest in the nation. Utah State is 35th in defensive rebound percentage. The Aggies are taking good care of the ball, and if they start making threes in sequences, the Tigers will be in trouble. Utah State is 7-1 against the spread in its last 8 games overall and 4-1 against the spread in its previous 5 meetings with the Southeastern Conference. On the other side, the Tigers have gone 3-5 against the spread over their previous 8 contests overall. I think it's very telling that Utah State's favored in this game, and I agree with it because the Tigers didn't really have to deal with many offenses that can shoot the lights out like the Aggies can. Missouri is a solid team, and this game will likely soar over the total, but I think it's still Utah State's to lose. So the Utah State Aggies to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. Combined this season, these two averaged 158 points per game during the season, and over their last 5 apiece, that average was 157 points per game. KenPom ranks Missouri 92nd in tempo and 10th in adjusted offense. Utah State is ranked 108th in KenPom's tempo ratings and 13th in adjusted offense. Both of these teams shoot extremely well, and the Aggies are one of the top 3-point shooting teams in the country, so they can bomb their way back and should they get down big at any point. Utah State should also be able to penetrate a fairly weak Missouri defense. The over is 15-2 in the Tigers' last 18 NCAA tournament games, according to Covers.com, and 8-2 in the Tigers' last 10 games at a neutral site. With 2 of the top 35 scoring offenses in the country coming together, the experts are expecting big points. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed, subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.